So I sat down and I watched the Netflix show Inside Job. I think I saw Alex Hirsch, of Gravity Falls fame, tweeting about it because it's one of the people who worked on Gravity Falls, and this is their show now. And so I saw it and I was like, oh, it's a Netflix, it's an animated show about like a company that does conspiracy theories. Like all the conspiracy, they're called Cognito Inc. And like all the conspiracies in the world, they're in charge of, or they have some sort of connection to. The president's a robot, they control that robot. There's lizard people, well, hey, guess what? They organize the peace treaties with the lizard people. That's kind of the basic premise. Oh, the moon landing? The moon landing wasn't fake, but instead it was a hippie colony, and the people never left the moon, instead just staying on the moon to have a never-ending orgy. Yeah, that's the type of show it is. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. The main character, Reagan Ripley, is just like this. She's been working at this job for years now. She's supposed to take over the company because her father basically started it. And she's just jaded. She's overworked. She's not a people person. And then she gets stuck with this new guy, the Chad, who everybody loves and is perfect, but he's an idiot because he's every white guy ever, and that's how he moved up so quickly in the company. And they have to learn to work together, especially because the robot president goes. At first, he tries to like build a giant box around America, but then he turns evil after he spends like 5 minutes on the internet and learns that Florida exists and all the terrible things. And it's like, I understand, robot president. I understand. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's all about these like different conspiracies. Like one's the robot president, one is a clones. Like there's an entire thing where the animations. Like I know there's this whole thing about adult animation nowadays. This isn't Family Guy. This is some good animation. There's the second episode does Akira, where you have like a giant JFK blob, and they have to get Grassy Knoll to kill it. And it's just, the animation's fucking beautiful. It is simple animation. I'm not judging by anime standards, because anime has its stinkers as well. I think the animation's pretty good. The characters are fun. The man who's a half dolphin because he experimented on himself with the dolphin, a human hybrid. The woman who runs all of social media and invented the selfie. The chemist who doesn't have a medical degree and just does nothing but drugs. The mushroom man called Magic Mike, who's from the Hollow Earth. And God, there's an entire episode where there's about flat earthers, because the earth isn't flat, but it's hollow. And then Reagan's father, who's an asshole and a drunk and an alcoholic and all that, and who's trying to sabotage JR, who was the partner who started Cognito Inc. He creates the idea of flat Earth to prove that people will believe anything and that, like, these people are fucking morons. And then the flat earthers hijack a boat and they kill Jeff Bezos. Because, yeah, fuck Jeff Bezos, man. A Spirit of Halloween can only haunt so many buildings of the businesses that Jeff Bezos killed. There's one other Mark Zuckerberg. That's the one I'm thinking of. They kill off Mark Zuckerberg, who I don't... Like, Ellen is a lizard person, but Mark Zuckerberg isn't. He might be like an alien or something, I don't remember. But it's all about conspiracy theories and all their wacky adventures and there's Cognito Inc. and then there's the Illuminati, which is a completely different organization run by Oprah Winfrey. And while it's like they never actually go into it, that's something that, because the show is described as like part 1. It's 10 episodes. This is part 1, and I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a part 2. Probably next year sometime. That's one of those plot points that I want to see more of. As I want to see, like, their rivalry with the Illuminati. And I want it to be like Shelbyville. Like, in The Simpsons, when they finally go to Shelbyville, and they find out that Shelbyville is just, like, slightly twisted versions of all the characters in Springfield. That's what I want the Illuminati to be like. I really enjoyed it. It's a fun show. It's got some good jokes. It's got some great moments. It's got a lot of good voice actors in it as well. And I'm really impressed with it. It's just so fun. It's fun. It's funny. The conspiracy stuff is interesting, but in a way that it's making fun of itself. Like there's one episode where they go to a town that, because of chemtrails, has been stuck in the 1980s, and they have to pretend to be in the 80s, and they make fun of E.T. and Stranger Things, and that's all pretty fun. Reagan's dynamic with everyone, but especially I'm calling him Chad right now because I forget his name, because that's the whole point, is that he's very unforgettable. He's a yes man. And then with her father, it's just like fascinating, and it's well done. The childhood trauma stuff is really well done as well. It's such a good show.